Hey, my name is Tanae Mack. So this is my answer. This is my response for the legalization of marijuana entry. Um, I believe that marijuana is more like the cigarettes, alcohol, and sugar industry, simply because even though it does have medical uses that everybody pretty much knows about, things that have extensive research, even though it does have medical uses, most people don't use them for those medical reasons. They use them for more of recreational reasons, and things like that. And they do it kind of on their own time. Like it's like I guess like kind of like a person who smokes cigarettes, they smoke weed or things like that. So I see it more of being in the sugar, like soft drink, sugar, snacks, cigarette, alcohol industry. And another reason why I say that is also with those things just in general, with like cigarettes and things like that, there is like just a lot of controversy about them. People who feel like it's okay to smoke cigarettes, people who are just absolutely against it. Same thing as drinking. Some people think it's okay to drink, some people have a problem with getting drunk. The big debate that happened a few years back about like whether or not drink like pops and things like that were good for your health. So things like that are very controversial in society, and smoking marijuana is also another very controversial thing in society, which is another reason why I see it going more into the sugar drinks. I'm just gonna call that the junk category. So that's kind of why I see it more of going into the junk category, because if it went into more of the medical category, I don't think it would be as much controversy behind the issue itself. I think people would be more accepting of it, if it was more like something that you could only say you only got a pleasure out of, or it only benefited you only if you were sick, things like that. I think that's how it would fit in that category. But since so many people find other reasons to participate in it, I put it more into the other category because it's more of a recreational thing in today's society more than a medical thing. So, also, whether it's socially responsible or ethically objectionable, that is kind of hard to answer to me. I kind of think that's more of based on being on who you are as a person, how you grew up and things like that. Like everyday ethics with people. Um, when you say socially responsible, I can see how it's considered that it can't be, but at the same time, I also just don't see how people can just label it in such a way. When you say socially responsible, I would think of, that meaning being able to still take care of your business, being able to function in society, and still being able to be a positive influence or a contributing part of society. And with that, I would say that kind of depends on who that person is. Um, some people might want to just sit around, lay around, do nothing all day, eat, sleep. That's it. Other people, they may have anxiety issues. You never know. They may have stress issues. It might help them relax so that they're actually able to function and be able to process things throughout their day. So with that, I mean, I feel like that's more based on being on the person's ethics and their morals and really just who they are as a person. Any and everything can influence you in life, not just marijuana. Um, I feel like anything can cause you to be that way if you allow it to be. So I can't just say you can blame one thing for that particular way of being. So I would think that it's more ethically objectionable, I would say, because it does challenge like the behavior you have once you participate in that. It could challenge your ethics, so to speak. Like if you look at the actual terms, like that graphic showed us in chapter 4, like responsibility. like I said, if you're not gonna get up and do what you're supposed to do, do schoolwork, go to work, clean up around the house, do chores, things like that. If participating in that particular thing does make you less helpful, I guess, less responsible, it makes you irresponsible, then then that's something that does, that you can say, okay, well, that challenges, that goes against your ethics, then that probably wouldn't be good for you. Like I said, in certain cases, it could be vice versa. Some people could one might have a long day, want to smoke, then go out and do all their chores for the house. So I guess I would say it would be more ethically objectionable, just because, like I said, depending on who you are, your ethics do change, like we had said in our discussion earlier. Um, I wouldn't really just want to label it as being a bad thing or a good thing, but I mean, in today's society, nothing really is bad or good. People can find the best of things and make something bad out of it. People can have something bad and still find a good perk to it. So with that, I would say, it does benefit more people than it harms. Like I've heard so many people say before, I've never heard of anybody overdosing on it, or just dying from it or anything like that. I know people who have partaken in it, and I have seen how they can just like pass out or go to sleep, but at the same time, it's one thing to have to participate in it every now and again, when it's called for, to relax or things like that. But habitual use, or just abuse of the substance itself, can always just make something good go to something bad. So with that, I would say it's all about how you see it, and how you see it used among people. If you've seen, like I've seen, people just abuse the substance, then you're gonna have a negative thought on it. You're gonna think, okay, well, it makes you sleepy. You don't want to do anything. You're just lazy. Um, I also know my father has MS, and I know that he participates in it, but I know that's a totally different effect for him. It's completely positive. I've seen him when he's like sitting there in pain and like shaking, and then like hours later he'll come by and he's just like completely fine. So like with things like that, it's all about like how do you see it used, and how those people respond after they've participated in it. So um that's my response. I hope it wasn't too long. I just saw how long my video was. Sorry.